Welcome everybody to tonight's matchup between the Ramblers of McBain and the Yellow Jackets of Ithaca. I'm Thomas Maloney. I'm Grayson Guernsey. I'm joined here by
Thomas Maloney.
And this is looking to be a very, very thrilling matchup tonight. I mean, both these schools have had, Ithaca's a football school mostly, and McBain's a basketball school. So we got kind of like the battle of the Titans a little bit in different sport aspects. But both these teams are coming in here with some pretty impressive wins.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying. I mean, Ithaca, they have a pretty good record, 16-8, and I'd say that's a solid record. I mean, they play in the Jack Pine Conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that's just a little bit better competition than the Highland Conference as what McBain plays in, and I think that could be a key thing in why they might have a couple more losses.
And I mean, like you said, both these conferences are pretty competitive, and we'll continue with our little post-game show after the national anthem.
Good evening. The Michigan High School Athletic Association welcomes you to Houghton Lake High School for today's Division III, Region 18 boys basketball game featuring the McBain Ramblers and the Ithaca Yellow Jackets. We expect a great game today, including great sportsmanship being displayed by all parties involved towards each other and towards the game officials. Remember, nothing beats good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this event was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And anyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart as we proudly play our national anthem.
Good national anthem, but as we were saying, again, both these teams have very good records. McBain practically undefeated. The only loss coming this year was against Cadillac, so the record's 24-1. In the Highland Conference, this is the, I think, fourth time in their ever school history of going undefeated in it. And then Ithaca is 7-5 their own conference. And right now, I mean, I'm going to read off some of the stats. McBain's on a 17-game win streak, and so far they've forwarded a total of 1,588 points and only allowed 972. While Ithaca, on the other hand, conference standing fourth, 4-game winning streak, and their points forwarded is 1,246, and they've allowed 1,103 points. So it's kind of just like an in-between. A little bit.
It's just a little bit different, but I think it's still right there, and I mean, it's still on point, so this should shape up to be a pretty good ball game.
Mm-hmm. And there are some of the critical players on both teams. I mean, for Ithaca, we got Carter Adel. I mean, he's scored a total of 22 points per game so far, so he's doing pretty fine himself. And then also they got Colin Thrash. He has a total of 10 rebounds per game, so he's up there like Dennis Rodman, really. And I was looking at some of the stats. He doesn't really score that much, but he gets a lot of rebounds and steals. He's just an all-around defensive player.
And a lot of coaches actually like workhorses kind of like that. They like guys that just crash the boards, play good defense, get some steals. and they really enjoy players like that. I know for a fact that the head coach of McBain, Bruce Coltman, does, and he just loves to see those workhorsing and those guys just working all the time, just trying to go, and just do the best that they can and just work the whole game. But we're going to see today in just a couple seconds right here and the regional semifinal game.
Jump in for McBain is going to be Evan Haverkamp, and then number 23, Carter Adel. Ball's up. Haverkamp gets in, and Murphy takes it up the top. Then Rodenbaugh dribbles it down the middle of the court. Looks and gives it to back to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Cucci. Cucci over to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Rodenbaugh up top. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright shoots. That is good for three. He was on the far side of the court and was able to shoot that three. Dribbling down the court is Jackson Kahn. Kahn gives it some motion, dribbles it to the left, passes it to number 22, Caleb Hellock. Gives it down low to number 23, Adel. Gives it to White. To Adel. Adel to Hellock. Hellock drives in, goes up. No good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh gives it down low to Nathan Cucci for a far pass. He goes up. No good. Rebounded by Engelwright. Engelwright's able just to lay that in.
Nice job hustling down the court. We're still going real fast.
Rondi gets it stolen by Haverkamp. Haverkamp sees Cucci down low, but it's no good. He gets it. Passes it out to Rodenbaugh, but that'll be, I think, out of bounds on McBain.
And he just tried to pass it out, but there was three guys on him down low, and he just kind of struggled to get out of there. Right now, it looks like both these teams are running down the court, and they're trying to go fast.
Kahn dribbling it down the court at the center, motioning around. Hands it off to number 5, Rodney. Gives it back, gives it to White. To Hullock. Hullock gives it to Kahn. To White. Or no, that's Rodney. To Kahn. Kahn to White. White dribbles around, goes in for the bucket, goes up, no good. He'll take, I think that'll be a charge on number 50, Murphy. So that'll be McBain's ball.
And Carson Murphy really did a nice job just standing there straight up, and then he takes the fall, and that's how you draw those charge fouls. A nice job by the Ramblers right now, just preventing Ithaca from scoring.
Rodenbaugh gives it to Engelwright, to Cucci. Engelwright, down low to Rodenbaugh, at the key, gives it to Murphy, down low. Murphy goes up, and that goes in for a good basket.
And he really used his body on that one just to get open and just create his nice shot.
Hullock to Kahn. Kahn to Adel. Adel to Hullock. Gives it to Kahn. Kahn drives in, goes up for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbling down the far side of the court. Gives it to Engelwright down the far side of the court. To Haverkamp. Haverkamp shoots from mid-range. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by number 2, White. White dribbles it down the court. The far side. Pulls off some moves. Passes it to Kahn. Kahn's at the center of the court. Passes it to Hullock. Hullock. Dribbling around. Gives it to Rodney. Rodney goes up. And that's, I think that might be good for 2, and he might be able to shoot 2 after that.
And he did a nice little Euro step right there. That was that was Gibson Rodney. And he just did a nice Euro step, drawing the foul and then finishing strong. And now he gets to shoot one more, see if he makes it.
Shots up. It is no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbling down the far side of the court. Gives it to Cucci. To Engelwright, wide out the side of the court. He was wide open for a second. Down low to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh goes up. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy goes up, and that is good for 2.
And I think the Ramblers are doing a really nice job of crashing the boards right now.
And Rodney's just pulling off some moves and goes up right there for some baskets. Rodenbaugh to Cucci. Cucci to Engelwright. Engelwright tries to look for a shot, gives it down low to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbles back out, does it far pass to Cucci. Cucci shoots, no good. And that is going to be out on McBain. Riley White did a good job of just once he was going out of bounds, just throwing it in.
Also, a key thing to notice right here is that I believe number 5, Gibson Rodney, is a freshman. So he's been playing actually pretty good for his age.
Kahn gives it to Thrush. Thrush tries looking for an opening, does a dribble and goes up with the basket. No good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbling it down the near side of the court. Does off some move, finds a wide opening, goes it down low to Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up, no good. Tried doing it off the glass before rebounded by Rodenbaugh. And then I think that's going to be a travel, and that basket's going to be no good.
And he saw his man, Carson Murphy, wide open, but then he just did like a little stutter step, and that's what caused the travel. And you just can't do that in basketball.
Kahn dribbling down the court to Thrush. Thrush dribbling around, looking for someone to pass to Rodney. Rodney pulls off some move, does a good, goes up, strong, no good. Rebound by Haverkamp. Rodenbaugh gets it down the court, 2 defenders to beat. Gives out to Cucci. Cucci goes for the jump shot, and that is good.
And now a timeout from the Ithaca team. And we're going to take a short break right here.
So, wait 1 second. They've been doing pretty good so far. I mean, McBain's doing a good job of being able to prevent Ithaca from really being able to do anything at all. So they're doing a good job right there. Right now the score is up 9-4.
And I think right now for the Ramblers, I think what it is I believe number 5, Gibson Rondi, the freshman, has actually scored, I believe, all their points. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
And I think right now, just for the Ramblers, they just got to kind of see that, okay, this guy's been their leading scorer, and let's try to just prevent him from scoring right now, and let's just keep doing what we're doing, and we're doing a nice job. For Ithaca, I think that they're just trying to get like mentally ready. I feel like they came into this game a little nervous, off balance, playoff jitters, but now we'll see if they get into the swing of things.
Kahn to Thrush. Thrush over to number 32, Skinner. Rodney goes in for the drive, just looks for a kick out, gives it to White. White goes up, gives it to Rodney. Rodney shoots, no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Then Rodenbaugh gets the ball and dribbles it. Does a deep pass for Hooker. Hooker gets it with one hand, goes up, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up, no good. Before being rebounded by 13, Jackson Kahn. Kahn gives it to number 32, Skinner. Skinner cannot find an opening, gives it back to Kahn. Kahn to White. No, Rodney. That's Rodney. Rodney to Thrush. Thrush goes in for the drive, goes up. No good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbles it down the court. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Rodenbaugh. Cucci back to Rodenbaugh to Engelwright. Engelwright has a wide open 3, shoots. That's splashed in for 3. Gives it down to Rodney. Rodney goes up with the ball, no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp probably already has 10 rebounds. Down the far side of the court is Rodenbaugh. Passes it to Cucci. Cucci dribbles to the middle, gives it to Engelwright. Down low, stolen by number 2, White. Gives it to Rodney. Rodney goes up, intended pass for Skinner, but stolen by Haverkamp. Rodenbaugh goes down the court, does a good pass to Hooker, and Hooker goes up for 2.
McBain is on a roll right now, and they're just going.
Rodney gives it down low to number 32. Skinner, no good. Stolen by Cucci. Then Rodenbaugh dribbles it down the middle of the court. Gives it to Engelwright at the far side. Back to the middle with Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Cucci at the near side. Shoots, no good. Rebounded by Kahn. Kahn dribbles it down the court. Gives it to Rodney. Rodney trying to set up an offense. Gets a screen. Passes out to Thrush. Back to Kahn. To Rodney. Rodney dribbles in for himself, goes up with a shot, and that is no good. Rebounded by Engelwright. Rodenbaugh dribbles it down the far side of the court for slowing it down. Gives it to Cucci. Then Cucci just gets really good defense by White.
Couple subs now for both teams. Checking in for the Ramblers, Aiden Cucci, and coming in for the Yellow Jackets, number 21, Bryson LeBaron, and number 12, Presley Chaffin.
To Cucci. Cucci at the far side of the court, gives it to Engelwright in the middle. Cucci at far side. To Engelwright. Down low to Hooker, intended pass. Gives it to Rodenbaugh up top, gives it to Cucci wide open for three. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by number 14, Colin Thrush. Thrush goes in for the shot, does a down low pass to, I think that was Rodney, and that'll be no good. He's going to be shooting free throws.
And he's doing a nice move where he's pump faking the defender and then he's jumping into them when they're in the air. And that's how you draw a foul. And he's just trying to get the and one. But right there, I mean, that's tough when you got a 6'4" Ben Rodenbaugh right in your face.
Very tough. His first shot, good.
And another thing I want to point out for McBain is I think just a key reason why the Yellow Jackets are just struggling to score is because Evan Haverkamp and Clayton Hooker just standing there down low as brick walls. And they're just standing straight up. They got like a 7'5" wingspan over there. And then they just can't really shoot over it, and so they have to throw up a tough shot, and right now it just has not been able to fall for him.
Rodenbaugh gives it to Cucci at the far side of the court. Tries to give it a down low to Hooker, but that is going to be knocked away by number 12, Presley Chaffin.
And we're going to get kicked ball, and then coming in now, Carson Murphy for Evan Haverkamp for the Ramblers. It's going to be Rambler ball down low.
Number 5, Rodney, taking it down the court. Does a deep shot. No good. Almost went in, but that was no good. Short by a couple of inches. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Your score, I think that is going to be Ithaca 6, McBain 16. And, yeah, that's going to be, so far, like you've said, McBain's main contributors have been Evan Haverkamp and Clayton Hooker. So they're just both pretty big guys right down the line.
Another thing is, though, I felt like Clayton Engelwright, he's been doing a pretty good job as well on the offensive side. He's got a couple buckets, and I just feel like Ithaca, they still got those, like, I don't know, they got, like, the playoff jitters, and they're just kind of struggling to get the ball in the hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I know exactly what you're saying.
They just got some nerves because for some of these seniors, this could be their last game. And, I mean, they have, it looks like 3 seniors on this team, or 4 seniors. And for those guys, they don't want to lose, and they just want to keep going.
I mean, the thing about the playoffs is that no one wants anybody to lose. So it's hard. But they still got track. If they do track.
Or baseball.
Or baseball. Passing in is going to be number 2. White. Gives it to Kahn. Kahn setting up the offense. Gives it to White. White dribbles around, gets a move to Kahn. Kahn kind of dribbles around, gives it to Rodney at the near side of the court. Rodney drives in, does a down low pass to 23, Adel, and he goes up for 2. Rodenbaugh dribbling it down the middle of the court. Gives it to Cucci. Cucci to Nathan Cucci. To Aiden Cucci. A deep pass to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh goes up for it, gives it down to Murphy. And that's going to be Ithaca's basketball out on McBain.
I'm not 100% sure what that kind of circus pass was. I mean, he threw it in 3 defenders, and Ben Rodenbaugh just he tried his best to get it to Carson Murphy, but that's a tough pass to make when you're falling down on your back.
To White. White goes, I think he kind of might have slipped. Kahn somehow keeps it in, but stolen by Nathan Cucci. Cucci to the far side of the court, gives it to the middle. Rodenball out to the near side of the court for Aiden Cucci. Cucci shoots, good for 3.
And right there increases McBain's lead to 11 points, but Rodney going up.
Rodney goes up, and that is going to be no good. Rebounded by Nathan Cucci after a bit of a tip ball. Cucci does a bit of Euro step, goes up for a shot, and then it's just a rebound, and gives it to White. To Adel. Adel to, I think that was, nope, that was Adel to score. Rodenball down the court, gives it to Nathan Cucci. To Aiden. To Nathan. To Rodenball. Rodenball shoots. Good for 3 at the far side of the court. Rodenball is doing a really nice job tonight, just going in for those rebounds. Royland goes up, gets his own rebound, kind of gets swarmed a bit.
It looks like a foul on the arm by the Ramblers. Couldn't tell who it was on from our angle. And now we're going to get a couple subs for the Ramblers and the Yellow Jackets. Checking in for the Ramblers, number 25, Evan Haverkamp, and for the Yellow Jackets, number 14, Colin Thrush.
White passes it in. And couldn't find anybody, so just chucked that at Aiden Cucci's feet, and that'll be a new inbound play.
And that's sometimes a smart thing to do. I mean, if you can't find your guy, just try and give yourself more time, you know?
Gives it to Kahn. Kahn to Hullock. Hullock shoots, no good. Rebound by Runenball. Runenball takes it down the far side of the court for slowly making his way towards the middle. Aiden Cucci with the ball. Looking for an offense. Gives it to Murphy out of the key. Down to Runenball. Deep pass to Aiden Cucci. Wide open for 3. Good for 3. Aiden Cucci's been just doing a very, very nice job tonight. Shooting as well. Being able to put those 3 balls up and score some points.
Yeah, the 3 ball, I believe the last 9 points for the Ramblers were off the 3. Because I remember they're at 16 points at the quarter, and I believe they've only hit 3s. So I think what the Ithaca head coach is telling his team is that we got to try and close out and prevent these guys from shooting so that they can't get this to go. And if they could do that solidly, I mean, that could be a big help. However, like I think for McBain, they could be drawing up some new like zone breaker. I mean, I think they're running a 3-2 to break their zone up, because Ithaca right now is in a zone defense. So I assume that they watched the Benzie game, where I felt like Benzie, because I was announcing that game as well, I felt like Benzie, they actually did a pretty nice job at first, but then, I don't know, McBain just got in a rhythm, kind of like what they're in right now, and they just didn't look back. And if Ithaca can just work this zone even more, I think they could potentially stop this Rambler high-power offense. But the other thing is, for the Ramblers right now, is they got really nice defense going.
Yeah, McBain does have pretty good defense going, but we're back to basketball. Kahn, dribbling down the court, gives it to Thrash, or Adel. Adel to Thrash. Looking for an opening, gives it to White. White dribbles around, gives it to Thrush. Thrush to Conan. Conan just trying to find, gets a wide open, goes up for a shot, but then it's blocked by Aiden Cucci before getting rebounded by Nathan. Nathan dribbles it around the court, gives it to Rodenball. Rodenball deep pass to Aiden Cucci. Cucci shoots. Good for 3. Right now, Cucci's been about I think 5 for 5 with his 3s.
Right now, you could call Nathan Cucci and Aiden Cucci the splash cousins, because that's what they are right now. They're cousins, and they've been just hitting a bunch of 3s.
Rodenball gives it to Aiden Cucci. Cucci shoots. No good. His lucky streak ends. Rebounded by Rodenball. Rodenball goes up strong, gets the ball blocked by number 2, White. And then that's going to be 14. Thrush going down the court. No good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Rodenball dribbles it down the court to the far side. Does a pass back to Nathan Cucci. Excuse me. Pass stolen by Colin Thrush. Colin goes up, blocked by Haverkamp. But with that, number 23, Carter Adel did a good job coming up behind and being able to put that board back up. Nathan Cucci to Aiden. Gives it to Runaball at the near side, near corner. Just throws it up, stolen by number 22, Hullock. Thrush with the ball, shoots it. Thrush gets his own rebound, gives it to Kahn. Kahn gives it to Hullock. Hullock trying to find an opening, gives it to Thrush. Down low to Colin. Gives it to White. White shoots. No good. Rebounded by Conan. Conan goes up. No good. Rebounded by Nathan Cucci. Then gives it to Ronenball, and Ronenball will just walk his way down the court. To Aiden. Aiden to Nathan. Back to Aiden. Back to Nathan, to Ronenball at the corner. Gives it down low to Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up. No good. Gets his own rebound. And then he's just going to get fouled hard. And he's going to be shooting too.
I think right now the Ramblers might be a little bit tired. I mean, Ithaca is actually doing a really nice job of, as soon as they get a board, they're doing an outlet and they're just throwing it down to the teammate, and then they're trying to go quick, and because they want to get back in this game and are trying to speed up the Ramblers. But right now, I mean, they're just kind of slowing everything down and they're just trying to get things to go. And now we're going to have a bunch of subs for just overall. I mean, looks like Clayton Hooker's coming in for the Ramblers, and then number 32 for Ithaca, Deacon Skinner's coming in, and I believe one or two other people came in as well. And here comes Evan Haverkamp's second shot.
No good. Rebounded by Chaffin. Gives it to Rodney. Rodney dribbles it down the court, finds an open lane, gives it out, tries giving it out to number 32, but then stolen by Haverkamp. Ronenball dribbles it down the court to Aiden Cucci, to Ronenball, to Engelwright. Engelwright shoots, no good. Rebounded by Hooker. Hooker's shot is no good before it gets rebounded by White. White just kind of going 5 miles an hour down the court. Then it's Rodney tries dribbling in.
And then just a reach foul, yeah. I mean, like I said, they're passing it to their teammate, and then they're going really fast. Like you said, I believe, who was it, Grayson? Do you know?
It was Rodney.
Rodney? Gibson Rodney, he was booking it down the court. And, I mean, you could tell that some of these guys play football with some of this speed. And even it just shows up on the court, whereas, like, the Ramblers, I feel like they kind of run a slower offense, and that's okay. But right here, now
White
a three ball.
shoots. Rebounded by Haverkamp.
Engelwright.
Engelwright with the ball, gives it to Hooker, back to Engelwright, to Ronenball. Ronenball at like the near side of the court, to Engelwright, the far side, to Cucci. Cucci's wide open for three. No good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up. That is good for two. And Haverkamp just displaying his dominance of height and just going up there. Rodney with the ball to the near side of the court. Gives it to LeBaron. LeBaron drives in. No good before number 32 gets the ball. It is no good. Ronenball dribbling it down the court to the near side. Gives it to Aiden Cucci. Cucci drives in, and they're going to call a
reach-in foul, I believe. And now another sub. Now checking in for the Ramblers. Nathan Cucci coming in for Aiden Cucci. And props to Aiden. I believe he hit 3 threes, and he was just doing a nice job.
Haverkamp gives it down to Hooker. Hooker goes up, gets a shot blocked by number, I think that was number 12, Presley Chaffin. Presley Chaffin. Then Hooker's going to be shooting 2 shots. Shoots first one, no good. Now, immediate difference right here is that both teams have like a difference in height, but it seems like Ithaca has a lot of jump boost, in my opinion.
Yeah, they got some strong legs, and they got really nice. They probably did some box jumps, and I think that's key thing in how they got some nice vert. And now Trey Bovin coming in for the Ramblers. McBain just getting a couple subs in, and it looks like Ithaca also got a sub in. But like you said, I mean, I feel like they do have a little bit of jump boost, but I think the thing is McBain's got some of the height advantage, and I think they're just still getting a little bit more boards because of that.
Rodney tries driving him, but there's a foul.
It just looked like a reach-in foul, I think.
It's going to be an inbound play. Gives it to LeBaron. LeBaron shoots no good before I think it's out of bounds on number 12, Chaffin. And then it's going to be another inbound play. Chaffin passing it in. Chaffin gives it to Skinner. Skinner to Rodney. Rodney drives and puts down the hard shoulder before there's a foul call.
Looks like a foul on Clayton Hooker. And now it's going to be shooting 2 for Gibson Rondi.
And the score right now, Ithaca 12, McBain 33. So it's not looking too good. I mean, they're only down by 20 points so far. So it's not that hard to, it's not unbearably amount to come back from, but it's a little bit difficult. Second shot, it's no good. Rebounded by Skinner. Skinner goes up with a fadeaway, no good. Hooker gets the shot, or gets the rebound. Nathan taking it down the court. Nathan gives it to Bovin. Bovin back to Nathan. Nathan down low, but then it's just knocked away by 21, LeBaron.
Good hustle right there by LeBaron, and then just knocking it away, preventing McBain from just getting it down low to the big.
Haverkamp passing it and gives it to Nathan Cucci. Nathan Cucci shoots. No good. Rebounded by number 24, Nathan Mikesell. LeBaron drives and goes up. No good. There was a foul on 12 for holding, I believe. So he's going to be shooting. So LeBaron's going to be shooting 2. His first shot is good. Second shot, no good. Nathan Cucci drives it down the court. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright, deep pass to Bovin. Bovin to Hooker. Hooker tries going into another deep pass. Stolen by number 24, Mikesell, before giving it to LeBaron. LeBaron just kind of doing some nice moves like LeBron. LeBaron gives it to Rodney. Rodney tries driving in, does it back to LeBaron. LeBaron tried doing his best LeBron impression, goes up and just with the fader right there, just like LeBron, and is able to score those points. Cucci to Hooker. Hooker drives in, goes up, and he can show that he can do some of that too. Now technically be a buzzer beater. Score at the end of the half. Ithaca 16, McBain 35. And Thomas, do you have to add anything?
No.
And we'll see you in the second half.
For people who desire a custom-built home in northern Michigan, Arrow Homes is the premier builder that specializes in creating stunning, high-quality custom homes that reflect each homeowner's unique style and needs. Unlike other home builders that rely on cookie-cutter designs, Arrow Homes partners closely with clients through every step of the process, from initial design concept to final walkthrough, creating a truly customized living space. With over 50 years of home building expertise using only the finest materials and the most skilled craftsmen, Arrow Homes constructs exceptional custom houses that owners are proud to call home.
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
Northern Truck Service, established in 2015 by John Skierbeck. It's a full diesel mechanic shop that can do anything from changing a light bulb to a full rebuild. With a stock of most parts, they can get you back on the road in no time.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain.
Their menu has something for everyone, from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around.
Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food for your mood. Here at Shepherd's Agency in downtown McBain, we are your local and trusted source for all your insurance needs. We truly appreciate our clients and we work hard to provide them with the best coverage at a fair price. If you're not already a client of ours, contact us and let us see what we can do for you. Call us at 231-825-2411. Stop in the office or visit us online at shepherdsagency.com.
Come shop at the family-owned Lakeside Ace Hardware, where you'll always leave satisfied. We pride ourselves at giving customers top-of-the-line products such as Benjamin Moore paint, Traeger grills, Uni ovens, and much more. We provide great tools from companies like Milwaukee and DeWalt, but our best product is our customer service. Our friendly staff is always happy to help you get what you need to make a perfect house better. The price is always right here at Lakeside Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The Foundation Scholarship helped me achieve my educational dream by allowing me to attend a private college that I really didn't think that I could afford.
By allowing me to focus more on my academics and less about worrying constantly about the financial stressors, it allowed me to form relationships on my community campus, which helped me strive to be a better person, a better student, and a better future teacher.
So I remember taking a picture back in my first semester of college, and it was over $400 for 2 textbooks. And so every bit of money helps, and these scholarships helped me achieve my educational dream by coming back to McBain and helping our next generation of students succeed.
I could go and pursue the majors in education that I wanted to.
Cucci passes the ball into Rodenbaugh to the far side, gives it down low to Haverkamp, gives it over to Murphy. Murphy kind of fumbles the ball a little bit. And it's going to be outside. It's going to be Ithaca's ball. Ithaca, number 5. Number 5, Rodney gives it to 13, Conan. Over to number 22, Haylock to Rodney to Conan. Conan shoots, good for 3.
That's how they wanted to start out the second half right there.
Rodenbaugh dribbling down the court. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Cucci. Cucci to Engelwright. Back to Cucci. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh the far side of the court. Shoots no good. Rebounded by off the backboard. Almost rebounded by Haverkamp, but it's going to be out of bounds by him. And then passing it's going to be number 2, White. White gives it to Rodney. Rodney dribbles down the court. Looking around for some offense. Gives it down low to Adel. Adel gives it to Hallock to Rodney. Rodney dribbles and goes up for a shot. No good. He's going to get probably a charge penalty on right there. And he's going to not be shooting 2. He is going to be shooting 2 off the foul.
He's been doing that all night where he just keeps driving in there, and then he's just trying to, he's almost throwing up a shot, but he has really nice body control to where he can draw the foul. He missed his first free throw, and he definitely wants it the second one, just trying to close the gap. Just trying to get back in this game because this could be their last game if they don't win. And they definitely don't want that.
Rodney's second shot is good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp gives it to Rodenball. Rodenball's dribbling it down the court. Rodenball gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Cucci over to the far side of the court. Cucci kind of dribbles around, gives it back to Engelwright towards the far side of the court. Gives it down the road to Haverkamp, and Haverkamp goes up for 2.
He was fouled on the shot by number 5, Gibson Rondi. And now he's going to try and make this an and-one play right here. You just got to convert on the free throw attempt.
No good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy goes up, gets a block shot, gets his own rebound, goes up and for 2, and now it's going to be good. Rodney zooming down the court. Does some moves, gives it a far pass to Conan. Conan kind of dribbles out to the far side of the court, looking around for someone to pass to. Kind of struggles a little bit, kind of looks around, gives it over to, I think that was Hollock before it's stolen by Rodenball. Rodenball dribbles it down the court to the far side. Kind of does some move, gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright dribbles it down, gives it to Cucci towards the near side of the court. Cucci gives it to Engelwright towards the far side. No good rebound by Haverkamp, and Haverkamp goes up for 2 again. Conan dribbles it down the court. Gives it to Rodney. Rodney drives in, tries to do a under the key pass, but stolen by Rodenball. Rodenball dribbles it around. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright towards the near side of the court, gives it to the far side of the court to Cucci. To Engelwright. Gives it to Cucci at the far side of the court again. Cucci gets tripped up a little bit, and I think that's going to be a foul.
I think one thing that the stat sheet might show is that the rebounds in today's game might be a huge factor. I mean, Evan Haverkamp, like you said in I believe the first quarter, you said he might have had 10. I honestly could definitely agree with that. He might have more than 10. He's done an excellent job of just crashing the boards.
Cucci to the far side of the court, goes for 3, no good. Rebounded by Cucci, gets his own rebound shot, gives it down low to Haverkamp. Haverkamp up top to Engelwright, gives it to Rodenball. Rodenball does a nice little jump shot, no good. Rebounded by number 13, Conan. Gives it to number 5, Rodney. Rodney does a spin move, gets the shot. I think he kind of passes it out to Khan. Gives it to Rodney. Rodney dribbles down the court. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to be an inbound play for Ithaca. Substitution, Bryson LeBaron. Conan gets the ball stolen, pulls off a little bit of a move, tries giving it down, gives it down low to Skinner. Skinner goes up, no good, before getting a rebound by Haverkamp. Gives it down low, a deep pass to Engelwright, and that's going to go up for 2. McBain's kind of just driving away with the score right now. LeBaron with the ball, gives it number 12. He goes up, no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp, then deep down low to Engelwright. Engelwright goes up, and that is good for 2.
And on that last play, that extends the Ramblers' lead to, I believe, 26 points. And the Ramblers right now kind of running away with this one.
Yes, they are running away. I mean, the score right now is 19-45, which that's like about a, I'm not a very big math guy, as you can see, but that's that's kind of a big margin. And now McBain's probably talking about trying to slow the clock down because, I mean, they got, I don't know exactly how much time they got, but, I mean, they just need to slow the ball down a little bit and just hopefully just waste as much clock as possible. Now McBain will be doing an inbound play. Nope, it's going to be Ithaca doing an inbound play. My bad. And I mean, I was looking at the during predictions of this game. I was using my good old game prediction score, and Max Prep said that the score they were predicted to be McBain 61, Ithaca 51. Right now, it looks like they're doing that a little bit wrong. 21. LeBaron gives it to Chaffin. Chaffin goes in for the shot, does a good old jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Nathan Cucci. Cucci dribbles down the near side of the court. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright shoots no good. Rebounded by nobody because it was just kind of off the fingertips. And that's going to be an inbound play for Ithaca.
Yeah, and over the back foul on McBain. They definitely want to try and stay out of foul trouble with the 2 free throws rule, but we're going to get right back into it.
Thrush with the ball, drives in, goes up for the shot, no good. Rebounded by Nathan Cucci. Nathan Cucci might have a double-double right now with all the rebounds he's getting. Cucci drives in, does a bit of a move, goes up, and that is no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp gets it over top of like 15 people, and then he's going to get fouled, so he's going to be shooting 2.
Like we said, the height advantage is kind of showing right now, and I mean, Evan Haverkamp, he's just doing his thing, and this is what he's been doing all season, all last season, and he just skilled straight up.
Yeah, and I mean, he's like tall, 6'9", 215. So he's a kind of a big guy, but I'm saying if you get like a dude that kind of weighs a little bit more than him on him, I bet that's gonna hopefully kind of shut him down a little bit. Just if you get someone as big as him and that weighs more than him, and that has the same amount of speed, then I think that would be a real problem for him to deal with. Substitution, it looks like Clayton Hooker's going to come in for, I think that was Murphy. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Skinner. Skinner gives it to Thrush. Thrush dribbles it down the court before giving it to LeBaron. LeBaron pulls off some moves. Gives it to White. White looking for a pass opening. Tries giving it down low, but number 12, Engelwright, goes up for the shot, and that is good for 2. Went coast to coast with that one. And now it's going to be number 12, Chaffin with the ball. Gives it down low to LeBaron, and LeBaron's going to get fouled. So he's going to be shooting 2.
It's going to be on Nathan Cucci, his second foul. And last time against Benzie, Evan Haverkamp and Nathan Cucci fouled out 2 key starters, I believe, in that game.
Yeah, both of them fouled out, but luckily it was at a point where McBain really didn't need them that much anymore because they were winning. But still, they fouled out in this game. There haven't been that many fouls called on them, so I think they learned a little bit from last game.
Mm-hmm. But one thing I'd like to point out is that Clayton Hooker, he actually scored 21 points in the last game. He definitely can just turn it on whenever he wants to.
Nathan Cucci gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright looking for an opening. Gives it back to Nathan Cucci. Nathan Cucci gives it to Haverkamp towards the near side of the court. Gives it to Engelwright towards the far side. No good. Rebounded by number 12, Chaffin. Chaffin gives it to LeBaron. LeBaron dribbles it down the court towards the near side. Gives it to Skinner at the key. Gives it back to LeBaron. LeBaron drives and does a bit of a hook shot, and that is in and out before rebounded by Rodenbaugh. And Rodenbaugh takes it towards the middle of the court. Gives it to Engelwright towards the far side, down to Hooker at the key. Gets the ball in one-handed, goes up, and that is good for 2. So far, Hooker's just been showing off his one-handed finger strength. Gives it to LeBaron. LeBaron gets it stolen by Engelwright towards Cucci. Gives it down low to Hooker, but no good. Then it's a fight on the ground between Engelwright and a bunch of other players. And that's going to be McBain's ball.
It looks like a foul, too. So I think the ref did a fist, so that usually is a foul. And it will be a foul. That one's on number 12, Presley Chaffin. And Clayton Engelwright, props to him. He was hustling on that last play. I mean, he got the steal, then got up and proceeded to get the rebound. And now Evan Haverkamp's got it.
Gives it to Engelwright. Gives it to Rodenbaugh at the far side of the corner. Rodenbaugh goes in, does a little jump shot, and that's in and out before it's rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp gives it down low to Hooker. Hooker goes up for 2.
Nice little play by Ramblers right there.
LeBaron dribbles it down the court, does a move, goes up, tries doing a down low pass to Skinner. Skinner's not able to get it before it's recovered by to Mike Sell. Thrush gives it to Skinner. Skinner hands it off to Thrush. Thrush looking for some moves. Gives it to LeBaron. LeBaron down low to 24. Mike Sell gives it to Skinner down low. No good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Nathan Cucci gives it to. No, he doesn't give it to anybody, but I think they're going to call a out of bounds, or I think he might have. Nope, it's going to be foul. Second. Oh, there's going to be shooting foul. He's going to be shooting 2. And there's going to be some bit of miscommunication, I think.
I think they're trying to get a substitution in, but looks like you got to wait till the second shot.
Substitution's going to be.
His first shot is good, and now the substitution looks like Carson Murphy's coming in for Evan Haverkamp. And it looks like Aiden Cucci's also coming in for Nathan Cucci, unless he misses it.
Second shot is good, and then Nathan Cucci's going to get subbed out for Aiden Cucci, his cousin. LeBaron dribbling it down the court.
Ramblers up big.
LeBaron trying to direct some out. Skinner does a nice spin move to get out of that defense. LeBaron goes up, but there's going to be a travel call, and it's going to be McBain's ball with an inbound.
And what happened was he picked up the ball a step early, and that's what caused that travel.
Cucci gets the ball blocked. The guy jumped up like 15 feet, and that's going to be 14. Colin Thrush just charging in and just jumping to the moon, but was unable to get it in because there's going to be a charge.
I thought he was going to dunk it for a second.
I did too. I mean, he jumped I think his head passed the rim.
He got very high.
Like we've said, they might not have height, but they can jump really, really high. Thrush, first shot no good off the front of the lip of the rim.
I've heard stories about these Houghton Lake rims that sometimes they're either extra spring or extra flat, and it appears like tonight they had just been a little extra flat. Especially on these free throws, they're going to get foul. But Evan Haverkamp, he shot 2 free throws on this right side like a couple of times, and the second shot was both times. It just kind of rolled right off the top. I don't know.
Yeah.
Invisible lid.
Oh, yeah, there's invisible lid to that. Shoots the ball, and the pumpkin goes right back inside the patch, and that's going to be good for 1. Mike Sell with his first shot good. Can he put a second one in there? Second shot. That is no good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbles the pumpkin down the court. Does a deep pass to Engelrich. Engelrich shoots. No good off the top of the rim, but then I think that's going to be.
Looked like when the shot was up, it looked like he just kind of got pushed in the back, and since it's 5 fouls, he's going to shoot 2. So that's interesting. I didn't quite see it. I was looking at the ball, but
we're in the bonus range now.
Yeah.
Where if it's because due to the new rule, after 5 fouls, each team shoots 2. And then, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there might be some key thing, like either in like the state championship or just later in the playoffs that might come down to that. You know what I'm saying?
LeBaron dribbles it down the court, shoots. Deep, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbles towards the near side of the court. Gives it to Engelrich. Engelrich down low to Hooker. Hooker pulls off a move, goes up, and that is good for 2. The freshman just showing up tonight. LeBaron. Oh, does some moves, gets a screen, does a down low pass to number 24, and Mike Sell. LeBaron to Thrush. Thrush dribbles it in, goes in for the drive, and that's going to be blocked by, I think, Hooker and Rodenball.
And with 25 seconds to go left in the third, Ramblers up 35 points. And Ithaca Yellow Jackets have a big lead, big gap to try and close.
Chaffin gives it to LeBaron. LeBaron just does a pump fake, goes up for the shot, does a little bit of a floater off the backboard, and that'll just roll in there. Aiden Cucci taking up top towards the far side of the court. Gives it back to Cucci. Cucci down low to Hooker. Hooker gives it, looks like a bit of overthrown. Intended target was Engelwright, but it was just a little bit overthrown. I left out Engelwright just kind of watched the ball as it went out of bounds because it was overthrown. LeBaron shoots deep. No good.
That's going to be the end of the third. Looks like the Ramblers going to be up 33 points.
And this, so far, they're just having a great performance. I mean, yeah, last game that McBain played at halftime, I think it was against Benzie Central, but at halftime they were up by, let me look real quick. I should have this on me. And we do not know what they're up by, but I'm pretty sure it was just a close game at halftime. But we don't know.
Yeah, I think it was like 19 to like 11 or something. But then the Ramblers just kind of got on a roll, like I said.
They literally got on a roll and just started going at it. At halftime, the score was 24-13. So I mean, they're doing pretty. It was like an 11-point game or something like that. So nothing terrible.
And I just want to say, I feel like the McBain Ramblers have kept surprising me this playoff run. I mean, I felt like all these games are going to be really close, but I mean, they just been playing really good.
Conan gives it to Rodney. Rodney drives in, gives it out to Hollock. Hollock to Kahn. Kahn drives in, gives it to White. White shoots. No good off the side of the lip, and then it's just rebounded by Aiden Cucci, my bad. Cucci takes it down the middle of the court before drifting out to the side. Shoots from deep three. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy goes up with the basket, and that is good for two. And McBain just, again, showing a dominant force. Gives it down low to Rodney. Rodney goes up, and that is good for two.
Like I said, Ithaca's just trying to move fast, trying to get back in this game, but they got a big margin to close, Grayson.
McBain's still being relentless with their point scoring. They do not care if they're up by 90. They're still going to just keep on scoring. Hooker goes in for the shot, does a nice little underhand basket. Rodney dribbles it down the court. Rodney pulling off some moves, gives it to Adel. To White. White gives it to Kahn. Kahn shoots. No good. Rebounded by Aiden Cucci. Aiden dribbles it down the court. Gives it to, I think that is Engelwright. Then over to Aiden. Aiden gives it to Murphy. Murphy goes in for the shot, blocked. And then it's going to be number 5. Sorry for my voice crack if I had a little bit of one, but that's going to be Rodney. Rodney's going to get, that's going to be Trey Bovin coming in for the McBain Ramblers.
Yeah, just a couple subs getting in. And it looks like it's going to be Rambler ball after the turnover by the Yellow Jackets.
Nathan Cucci gives it to Trey Bovin. To Cucci. Cucci kind of dribbles it, has it up the middle of the court. They're slowing down a little bit, gives it to Hooker. Hooker down low to Nathan. Hooker's just throwing absolute missiles across the court.
You know, I think he had heat seekers for the cameraman over there. I mean.
Oh, yes, he did have. I would imagine that guy's heart just left his body as that ball was coming at him like 26 miles per hour at his expensive, probably $3,000 camera.
I think the camera got scared.
And I think the camera did get scared. Kahn dribbling down the court, takes it up the middle, gives it to 23, Adel. Adel over that, stolen by Hooker. Hooker is not going to be able to chase the ball down, but he kind of knocked it away, but it rolled. Hey, it bounced out of bounds before he could get to it. Khan dribbles the ball around.
Trying to just get some offense going.
Gives it to Rodney. Rodney down low to O'Neal, Jackson O'Neal, and that's going to be Khan for three. Bovin taking it down the court. Bovin passes to Cucci. Cucci looking for an opening, gives it to Hooker. Hooker to Bovin towards the far side of the court. Bovin tries driving in, does a deep pass towards the middle to Abrahamson, gives it to Cucci to the far corner. Cucci goes up with a nice underhand toss, and that's going to be good for two.
And now the Ramblers extending the lead. Yellow Jackets ball. Khan. He's going to pump fake the defender, and Trey Bovin's going to get drawn for a foul on that one. And now checking in for the Ramblers, number 40, Brett Bentham coming in for number 42, Clayton Hooker, and also for the Ramblers, number 20, Brett Ealing, and he's going to come in for Aiden Cucci. The Ramblers now have 0 starting 5 in, and I believe only seniors except Brett Ealing, and we'll see now how they play with only a couple minutes left to go in this one.
Conan gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal, rebounded by Bovin. Bovin dribbles it down the court, going fast. Gives it, doing a no-look pass to Abraham, to I think that was Avery to Ryder, and that's going to be no good. Going to be Ithaca's ball. Excuse me.
And I like the aggression. I feel like he just kind of, I don't think Avery was looking. I thought Avery was thinking Trey's just going to take this one for himself, and so he was just kind of like looking at the hoop, I felt like. But, I mean, it was the right thing to do because there was 2 guys just already there, but now we're going to come right back to it.
Chaffin gives it to O'Neal.
Brett Ealing, nice block.
That's going to be a deep pass before it's grabbed by McBride. And then I think, to number 20, O'Neal. O'Neal goes up before he gets blocked by the Bretts, Ealing and Bentham. Bentham's going to do with the inbound play, gives it to Bovin. Bovin dribbling it down the court. Bovin dribbles it towards the near sideline, drives in, and then does a deep pass to Abrahamson, gives it to Avery, down low to. There's going to be a travel on Brett Bentham.
And it's going to be Ithaca ball. I thought he almost got pushed a little bit, but it's okay. This court is a little slick. I've played on this court before.
And it's a bit creaky.
Yeah.
Presley Chaffin gives it to number 20, O'Neal, towards the farthest near side. And that's going to be a travel right now. And it's going to be a foul, and that's going to be a shooting foul. So number 20, Jackson O'Neal, is going to be shooting 2. And, I mean, so far, and McBain literally just got it in the bag. The only reason why they took out the starters is because they're up by, like, 30 points right now. That's why the only reason I believe. Darius Panay Perez goes out there for Avery DeRider.
And now number 20, Jackson O'Neal, is going to try and put this second shot in. And he does.
Jackson O'Neal able to seal the deal with that one. Trey Bovin with the ball. Dribbles it down the court. There is going to be a shoving call on McBain.
On Ithaca.
On Ithaca, my bad. So now it's going to be an inbound play for McBain. Bovin passes to Abrahamson. Abrahamson down low to Darius. Darius goes up, and I think he wanted to dunk that, but he didn't let his intrusive thoughts win.
He kind of did, but I don't know.
Chaffin dribbling it down the court up the middle. Drives in, goes up with a floater before it's rebounded by Bentham. Bentham to Bovin. Bovin dribbling it down the court. Bovin out towards the middle. Gets a wide open 3, shoots it. And that is good for 3 off the backboard.
He called bank on that one right there.
12, Chaffin dribbling down the court. gives it to McBritton. Britton tries driving in.
In for the Ramblers, number 30, Avery DeRuyter.
Avery DeRuyter goes in for Trey Bovin, so I think now who's going to be point guard?
Either Caden Abrahamson or I believe Darius. Or maybe even Brett. I have no idea, honestly.
Brett Bentham. It's going to be Abrahamson at point guard. Abrahamson trying to set up the offense, gives it to Darius. Darius goes in. He almost slipped, gives it to Brett Ealing. Ealing to Abrahamson. Abrahamson up court, gives it to Perez. Perez gets a wide open spot, goes in, goes up with a shot off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Bentham. Bentham goes up, and that is good for 2. Bentham doing a good job right there getting that rebound.
Nice job of just getting it after several tip rebounds, and he just came down with it.
McBride dribbling it down the court, gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal goes up, no good. Rebounded by Darius. Darius dribbles down the court. He goes up.
I'm not even sure what just happened. I'm sorry. He tried to dunk it, but he got fouled hard and then just kind of threw it off the hoop. I'm sorry. That was kind of funny. He's gonna shoot 2 now after that one.
Darius doing a good job. I mean, he was running down the court. He had his eye on the prize. He goes up, and then as he's going up, I think he realizes he's a little bit low. So then he's, you know what? I'm just going to still slam. Slams it, and the ball goes flying halfway across the court. His first shot is no good.
You know what'd be interesting?
What?
If he did the Michael Jordan, bounced it off the rim, and then came in and dunked it.
I think he would have gotten kicked out if he did that.
Or he paused, threw it off the rim or the backboard, and then dunked it. That would have been pretty cool.
Jaden McBride. McBride trying to find an opening, goes up with a fader, no good. Rebounded by Darius.
Looks like a foul, kind of a late whistle, but I think it was a foul. I did see it.
But one thing I'm going to say is that as Darius was going down the court, there was couple of kids that kept up with him too.
Well, there was a kid. He was, I think it was number 30. No, it was number 24. He was hustling, and you could tell. He was trying to just stay with him. And he did a nice job of using his speed and just hustle ability, just trying to not prevent him from hitting it. And then that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's just, you can see both these schools are known for different things. McBain, a little bit about football, but mostly basketball. And Ithaca, just straight up football, baby. And the second shot is good, just kind of bounces in. Darius taking it up the court.
2:10 to go.
Darius trying to set up the offense. Gives it to Abrahamson. Abrahamson to Bentham. Bentham to Ealing. Down low to Abrahamson. Abrahamson goes up. Good for 2. Darius just being real jittery with that dunk.
He was trying to come in for the rebound, but Caden Abrahamson did a really nice job of just putting it in there. That was a tough shot.
Jaden McBride gives it to 20. Jackson O'Neal. O'Neal does some moves, gets a double screen. O'Neal drives in, tries going up for it. No good. Darius tries taking it down the court, goes up for his own moves, and is able just to show up pure athleticism and put that in.
Good move, reverse layup. That's a solid bag move that you want.
Jaden McBride gives it to Chaffin. Chaffin goes in, no good. Rebounded by Abrahamson. Abrahamson gives it to Ealing. Ealing goes up with a shot, and that is good for 2. Everybody's going to be able to score tonight.
I think everybody has for the Ramblers. And this honestly is a pretty tough loss for the Yellow Jackets. I mean, this is not what most people expected, I think. I didn't expect this.
No.
Did you?
No, I didn't expect it either.
I thought it was going to be just a closer game. DeRuyter
goes up.
And it bounces
for
in.
2.
I think everybody right there just scored a point for the Ramblers. And if you're the head coach right now, I would be super proud of my team. What would you think, Grayson?
I'd be very proud of my team, but Bridge, I think he was intending to give that to number 12, Chaffin, and I think that's going to be, there's about, running clock right now, there's about 18 seconds left on the clock, and Darius is going to be taking it up the court.
I think he'll just dribble this one out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just going to dribble the ball out.
So it looks like the final score for the regional semifinal game, McBain 79, Ithaca 32.
That does count. That point does
Never mind. The final score is going to be 81-32. And thank you for watching this broadcast on NFHNS or just listening to it. I want to thank Grayson Guernsey, Landon Eisinger, Cole Engelwright, Logan Roby, Bryce Acom, and Caden Herndon. Thank you for listening to this broadcast, and we'll see you next time.
Against either Stanford Meridian or what I'm hoping for, Beale City.
Beale City